Hello everyone, I gladly welcome you to the very first episode of my series on City Skylines. My name is Bodyboy, and first I just want to thank you for watching my video. And secondly, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. I'm going to make you guys a video on how I make a map. It's going in detail on how to add nice features. Like in this video we'll be creating a river and a shoreline. I'll keep on making videos for this series right until I'm completely satisfied, and from there we will see what we can do. Perhaps we can build a city on it, or make a new series altogether. So, let's get started. We have a nice flat map, it's 60 units high. But we will want to raise it a bit to make room for a seafloor, since we don't want to hit the bottom of the map when we want to go a bit deeper. I'm setting the terrain height at 120 units, which should give us just about enough room to fiddle around. And since watching me painting a map is pretty boring, I sped things up a bit. Like that. Now that we elevated our entire workplace, we can start carving out the coastline. I'm detracting 24 units over 120 unit height map, so that puts us at 96 units. I'll be using 24 unit increments because Colossal Order made 12 units the standard for raising or lowering networks. And since not everyone is using mods, sticking to a multitude of 12 seems to be a decent plan. Now let's start on the river. I don't want the river to be too wide. I like the creek-like look, or the fast-flowing small river. And since the river isn't going to be too big, I can make the bridges that will cross it a bit lower, which I think looks a lot better than the 30 meters needed to let a cruise ship pass. As you can see, I'm using a free form. I'm actually trying to make it look like it's meandering. Meandering is what happens when the river flows faster on the inner bend, eroding that part of the riverbed. Because the inner corner will get even smaller, the water on the other side of the river slows down, thus decreasing its current and dropping the sediment eroded from the previous parts of the river. And there it is, I finally found a use for my geography lessons. And let's spice it up with a small side branch. I'll add some waterfalls for eye candy, which will look great with some mountains and a forest in the background. Now let's get started on the cove. Features like that should make the map look more interesting. When I carve out the land, I make sure I make the edges smooth. This will create a much more natural look for my cove. Now that is done, I'm going to the edge of the map and create a new island. This will make for a nice edge to a possible seaport, which is always a fun part to build as a mayor, especially with the new quay walls. These are some breakwaters. I might change them later on, but for now they look quite nice. I might put a road there and cover them with stones, or I might scrap them all together later on, who knows. Here I'm creating a small island in the river. It has to be big enough to make a middle ground for a bridge, which I think looks very cool. I'm trying to make sure I can have the pillars on the sides with no middle pillars, so boats can navigate them fairly easily. Well, this was it for this episode. We've made a nice looking coastline, a nice river. The next episode will focus on hills and mountains, and it's been a lot of fun for me creating this video. If you guys liked it, you can leave a comment, a like, or even better, a subscription. So thanks for watching. Bodyboy out.